Hi guys, it's ZombieX here again. Last video I talked about the KRK KNS 8400. This time I'm talking about it's an old, or not say old, it's an older headphone, but it's still a legend and it's really popular in the headphone community. It is the HD600. And mine has HD650 cables because I haven't got around to making a set of cables for myself yet. But I recently I did a little bit of restoration on here. The cups were a little dinged up. My old ear pads are squished and flat, so it's a little headband up here. Because of that too, it's like kind of messed up with the headband adjustment, because it's supposed to be really stiff before, and it wasn't, so I had to buy new parts. There's like a little lock piece in here that actually presses the metal headband. What do you call it? The head part of the headband. Whatever you call it, the arm. It presses it in against the headband to give it a tight fit, but that was loose on it, so I replaced both of those to give it a tighter fit. But a clamp on this. People talk about the clamp. I never have an issue. I think I have a really weird sized head, so I don't know. My head, I keep, like most of my headphones at like the smallest setting. Even like my T1s, those are at the smallest setting. This, I keep like right about here, like how many notches? About 3 notches. And it's fine for me. It doesn't bother. I never get a clamp really. I mean, it's tight, but it's not like it hurts. Plus, too, with this being fully open, is like with all open headphones, all sound leaks in and leaks out. Although, what do you call it? This one doesn't seem, for some reason, doesn't sound as open as like my T1. I hear more with the T1, it seems. I'm not sure. It could just be me. But I'm getting to the sound, and that's one of the debates on Head-Fi with the sound of these. They're pretty warm, actually. They're really warm. They're pretty smooth. I use them with pretty much every genre out there. Rap, metal, jazz, electronica, all that kind of stuff, dubstep. I think these are pretty good for dubstep, actually. But, yeah, like I'm saying, they're really smooth. They have a lot more treble, I would say, than the HD650. The HD650 is kind of, I won't go there. I don't like the HD650. And people on Head-Fi, I don't think they like that, but what do you call it? Oh, like I was saying, the treble it's present. It's not a lot of treble. I mean, there's enough there to satisfy me. Some people, they don't like it. They say it's not enough, or it sounds slow because of the reduced treble. I don't get any of those issues. It's just enough treble to me. It's not harsh or anything. It's very smooth. It's extended. There's no fatigue to it, or it doesn't get you fatigued. The mid-range is what I like the most about here. It has a very full mid-range, which is kind of like, I guess you could say the mid-range is kind of like the stepchild in the family that's told to sit down and shut up, if that's the way to say it. Anybody just, if anybody is a stepchild and that happened, don't get offended. I didn't mean it that way. But that's the way the mid-range is on a lot of headphones to me. Whereas like it's kind of recessed, but this one is like right up front. It's right there. Which I like that, because I listen to like a lot of rock and metal, which you need that mid-range in that, and there's a lot of vocals in that. And there's a lot of headphones where that's so reduced it makes it sound like poo, like the DT770. I mean, I'll use it with metal, but it's really thin. It doesn't have that mid-range warmth that I like. And the mid-range is pretty resolving. I would say this headphone isn't as good as most people rate it to be anymore. I think the DT880 far surpasses the HD600. There's just some things the HD600 does more, or does better, which is like the mid-range is better, I think. Well, it's fuller, that's a plus. Plus there's a little bit more bass. But otherwise I think the DT880 wins hand down. Like detail, soundstage, all of that is much better. But getting to bass, a lot of people say these don't have a lot of bass from what I've read online, and I can't see how they say that. They have a lot to me. They're not bass head, but it's a lot for an open headphone. Certainly, I would say more than a DT990. And people, you can call me crazy, but that's what I think. Which is good. I mean, that works well to my genres too. And it's like I said, it's good bass. It's tight, controlled. The bass does seem to roll off though at some point, but it reaches deeper than some of the other headphones. Like a comparison would be like the K701, K702, and Q701. The bass rolls off in that one really, really early. Well, this one seems to linger more. You get a little bit more, what's the word to it? Not, I guess you could say depth in that. But that's what I would say. This headphone itself works well with most music types. The only one you may find it lacking in is for like bass heads who want it like for rap and that. And if you want that, you may want to look at the HD650. But otherwise, I think this will suit mostly any genre of music you throw at it. It does go with everything I use it. I've used it on a lot of stuff, J-pop and all that. And it works pretty good. But that's it for the sound signature. Now for the cord. The cord actually is detachable. You just pull it right out. There's actually a little 2-prong connector on there. Now, for those who are looking to make their own, the little connector, the thinner one, is the positive, and the thicker one is negative. But it's a pretty nice cord. Well, this is the HD650 cord, so I'm going to be talking about that. But it's a pretty nice cord. It's nice and thick. It has more heft to it. I like it more than the HD600 cord because it's more durable. The HD600, I've torn the stock cord before because it's really thin. I mean, like, if you've seen the HD25 cable, it's like thin like that. But I like this one more. It sounds about the same as the HD600 cord. I mean, a lot of people say this one sounds better, but it sounds the same to me. But let's see, what else can I cover on this headphone? Oh, amping. That's one thing. I didn't cover that in the last video with the KRK, but with amping, people say this thing needs a monster amp and it scales up well. I don't think you need a powerful amp. You can get by with like a FIO E9. That would drive them really well, I think. Of course, the better headphone amp you use, the better it's going to sound, I would say. But it's not like you need a really strong amp to get to make them sound great. They sound great from a lot of lower powered ones as well. But yeah, that's my stance on the amps. You don't need a really powerful amp, so don't let that deter you. I mean, they may be 300 ohms, but they're not that hard to drive. Even my Zoom gets them loud at just the 20 mark on the volume, which is what do you call it? The highest is 30 on there, and I have it at 20, and it's really loud already. But then again, that's not ideal powering. I'm just saying they're not as hard as you think they are to amp. I think that's it on this. If you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, you want to voice your opinion on the headphone, you can reply down below. You can send me a message on YouTube. You can go to my Facebook, message me. If you like this video, you can subscribe. I'd like it. Getting more viewers and having more people subscribe will actually open up what headphones I can review too. Because a lot of these headphones, well, I own most of the ones you've seen. I own all the ones you've seen already. But I want to branch out and start doing more reviews. So if you subscribe, maybe other companies will be more willing to send me ones to demo. So if you like it, subscribe. Till next time, guys, it's MBX.